Hello everyone! Welcome back to Lego Bay City. It's been a while since my last video. Life and work has been busy and I actually got a little bit sick. But during that time, I was able to finish the Natural History Museum. And this is how it looks like just beside my MOC, which is the Olive Street. It's a really nice set to build and I'm glad I was able to add the official set along with the MOC that I created. But this video isn't about this MOC. Actually, I am going to grab another set which I got during this week, and this is the 80113 family reunion set. So I've made MOCs out of this set and I'm actually going to build one of them and show you the details of how I created the alternative design. So here we go. Here we have, guys, the alternate design for the family reunion celebration set, the Jade Restaurant. So as an alternate build, guys, you know that this one only requires one set of the set 80113, and you don't need any other pieces unless you want to improve upon it, and if you want to put it on mills or a regular base plate, it just can be built with the parts that it comes with the set. So the idea that I had for this one is to make it half a modular building and to use the parts that are very intricate to the facade of the building, which would be these dark green ingot pieces, the fence pieces, which is very new, and the printed or sticker pieces that you have for the signage. Of course, it comes with really good details with the flowers, with the different characters or the minifigures. Actually, this set has 13 in total, which is very good for a set that is about 120 plus US dollars. And it beats most of the modulars in terms of the number of minifigures, and the details or the pieces that come with the set are very interesting. So I really wanted to focus and feature those things in a smaller modular building. If you see the set, it's actually more than 32 studs in terms of the width, and most people find it hard to place in a Lego City layout. I've also done a corner modular building which uses one set and 244 extra pieces to make it into a corner building. But even then, that requires some more pieces and also the additional space. So others might not have enough space for a set like this, and they would be happy for having just half a modular building. So I made this alternate design, which is still also a restaurant, and you can see the details still are represented from the original set. So we'll go into the exterior and then I'll also for the interior details. I'll just move along these side builds, which you can place in a city layout as well. You have that small stand, and you also have those lanterns that you can put on the side street. You also have here the vendor for what I would think is sweet yam. So Those small details can still be placed in a city. This one just has a smaller footprint, so I can't really place them all in front of the modular building. So the first thing that I started with this modular building is the height that it comes with. I know that I don't have enough pieces to make 3 levels of a modular building, so I just made it so the height of each floor is sort of equivalent to what you would usually also get from the official sets, like the detective's office, the 2-level modular building, and then also the brick bank set. They only have 2 levels in their main buildings, but it still had enough height, and I'll be able to show that off later when I place this next to other modular buildings. On top of that, I made the height a little bit taller by sort of not really cheating, but making the facade look taller than it actually is by placing this slope with a lot of the roof tiles and having the rooftop being covered. You'd see something similar like this in the assembly square, where they had the sand green building with just 2 levels have that very nice roof with the black 2 pieces, and then the rooftop was covered by it at the back, which is the same here as you would see. So I also kept the stickers for the restaurant details, and of course the flowers that make it look more interesting. We also have here the dragon that still has those firecrackers, and I think this one is the mandarin plant or the orange. And of course this very nice detail with the dragon stickers for the logo, as well as the date for 1932. For the facade of the windows, I just doubled up the height of these fences, making use of the parts that came with the set and really just trying to condense it into the modular half base plate. The sides aren't too pretty, especially for this portion. I have a window here, although it would be covered by other modular buildings on each side anyway, so I wasn't really focused on making it look good. I just if you wanted to improve this with the extra parts that you have in your inventory, then I would probably suggest making this all into sand green, and then you can reuse these pieces for other fences or just other facades. For the back, I think this one looks nice enough. You have the aquarium, which is visible on the interior and exterior, which I think is a nice feature to keep from the official set. And then we have here also the back door, and then the AC and the window. And this one is supposed to be like a downspout, where the water would come from the second level or the rooftop to the ground floor. And here, although this one looks messy as well, you can improve this by changing it into sand green or keep it as white color, same as this portion here, which would be the kitchen. This one, this one looks very different, but I meant it as sort of like the interior wall painting, or what do you call this? Details inside. So it usually looks horrible at the back or the side, but when you look at it from the inside, it's all right. And also, you can still remove that and place it using or replace it with these tan and dark tan pieces. But for me, I would suggest you keep that. It's a nice feature to have when you have the interior showing up a bit later. So, with all the exterior details shown, let's go into the interior details. So like any other modular MOC that I've done, And with the details that are available on the set, I try to condense the details that are in a bigger footprint and then try to fit them in the available space. So as you enter through the main door, you'll already have the reception here. And then on the side, you would have the stairs that lead up to the second level. Then we also have an open kitchen. I would have preferred having a door or a partition here, but again, we don't want to waste the space and make it look smaller than it already is. So I just kept it open and also reduced the requirement of like the diagonal door or additional bricks or walls. So I just kept the details of this area. Then you have there the kitchen sink, and then also the stove where you can cook, or the chef can cook. You still have the turkey here and the chopping board there, and then the nice sticker piece here, and the windows with the curtains, the red curtains. So it's all about just maximizing the space here on the ground floor. We don't have any seating, which would be covered in the two upper levels. So as you go up the stairs, there's already the karaoke machine on the entrance there. It's very tight, I know, but again, we're working with the space that's available. And then here we still have the aquarium. And then the set uses a really big table used for like big families, like the gatherings or get-togethers. So I just kept it as is and have a big table here. The facade here at the side, I think works well with you when you have all those sticker pieces, and then you have this modified 1x2 bricks. They create sort of like an ambience similar to what you would have in an Asian restaurant. Then you also have here the stairs. I used those 1x2 hinges, which is similar to what I did to the Enchanted House MOC. So this is the stairs that lead up to the rooftop. And when you don't have enough pieces to make up the stairs, one technique that you could use is to utilize the hinge pieces if the set has enough of them. That's it for the second floor. Similar to the second floor, the rooftop has an access where you have another table, now with just 2 chairs. I think you can also move the other 2 chairs from the second floor here if you wanted to split it evenly. And then I've added here an umbrella just in case it rains or it's too sunny. And then the same details with the official set where you have another table on the rooftop. And then you have here, I think, the heater. And then, of course, a plant box and some railing just to protect the minifigs from falling. Of course, this isn't probably high enough, but we're working with the parts that are available on the set. So I think it's okay as it is. And when you place this near other modulars or just beside other modulars, I think it works well enough for you to be able to just enjoy it for what the set offers. And there we go. So I will now place 2 modulars on each side just so you can see how this MOC would look like beside other modular buildings. Okay, so this is how the Jade Restaurant looks like beside other modular buildings. And when I mentioned earlier about having just 2 levels of modular buildings beside the Jade Restaurant, it doesn't look short at all. It only looks shorter when you place it next to 3 levels of modular buildings. So it now just depends on how you place this building in your Lego city. If you wanted to make it a little bit shorter compared to the other buildings beside it, you can swap this around. So the taller building will be here, and this dark red building will be on this side. And you'll be able to make it so that the facade sort of like waves in the height level. So it creates more interest and more fluidity in the aesthetics. And also, if you look at it, it really works well with other modular buildings. Like in a city setup like this, you would notice that you would have different business types. Like you have a magic shop, you have a tailor shop, you have a music store up there, and then you have the pool table here, and then of course you have the Jade Restaurant in the middle. And I'm very happy with being able to just use one set and have it in your city without having to purchase additional pieces. And also, just to show you, the leftover pieces for making this MOC is contained here, and maybe at least half of this one are pieces that are the extra, like the 1x1 plates or 1x1 tiles, and the flower pieces. So actually the set is already being used here, and there's very little wastage when it comes to the parts. So I'm very, very happy to be able to do that and be able to utilize the parts from the set. Okay guys, so I think that's it. This isn't a very long review. I hope you liked this video. And also, if you have comments or suggestions on making this look better, or suggestions on future MOCs, please feel free to comment down below. And I will be seeing you next time. Please rest assured, I am working on more MOCs. I am also making updates on the city, so be on the lookout for more videos. Until next time guys, bye!